Good chemists and geologists, we are your fond apologists. We tender you a fervent greeting. We're very glad you're here. We give a word of cheer. And welcome to the American Association for the Advancement of Science Pacific Division meeting. Now you know we greet you from the heart. We'd like to say one thing before we start. AAAS, AAAS, let's advance on science before it advances on high. Let's not leave it where we find it while we push it forward and stay way behind it. Onward with caution, forward with firmness. Don't delay, just join today with the AAAS. Bravo! AAAS. Let's advance on science before it advances on us. No use hiding, let's take action. Don't let research problems drive us to distraction. Monograph waving, on and on we press. No disgrace, we'll find a way with the AAAS.
Gneiss is a laminated metamorphic rock, the only stone a man can trust. All others are crude, if not faintly lewd. They fill a good man with disgust. Oh, salt is salacious and chalk is Cretaceous. They're not nice. Limestone and coral can never be more wrong. They're not nice. We find no excuse for shale being loose. This we can never endure. Lava's volcanic and ash is organic. Gypsum is often impure. Nothing's obscener than beds of coquina. They're not nice. Diamonds you see males are fatal to females. They're not nice. Petroliferous ooze gets in our shoes. Marble is colder than ice. We don't like a fleck of mica. It's not nice. Now you won't find a dope as seductive as topaz. It's not nice. Think of the peril connected with beryl. It's not nice. Now a hangover starts from fooling with quartz. Basic basalt is primeval. Oh, coal and bitumen are black and inhuman. Gold is the root of all evil. Granite's a doomstone, a head for a tombstone. It's not nice. Horrors assail us just thinking of Talus. It's not nice. Oh, we say once again we're innocent men. Nothing can lead us to vice. You can't trap us with your lapis. It's not nice.
The day we were wed, we bravely said we'd raise a family. We were a pair quite unaware of mutability. But then we read Al Sturtevant's report on fission and the gene. With one bright flash, our dreams went crash. I'll tell you what we need. We must guard our genes. When the radioactive fallout goes to work on the cells, it deteriorates the chromosomes and shoots them to, well, all succeeding generations will be full of strange mutations. We must guard our genes. We must guard our genes. As our president, Al Sturtevant, explained it to me, you can never predict for certain what the outcome will be. What's the good of being wedded if your kids are all two-headed? We must guard our genes. We must guard our genes. You came, I was alone. I should have known that you were mutation. You smiled. What was my grief? Luminous peace. You were mutation. We must guard our genes. When they're blasting in Nevada, stay away below ground. And be sure to wear lead pajamas when they're fooling around, or your genes will take a beating and you'll propagate a cretin. We must guard our genes. We must guard our genes. Though I grant you that the theory sounds a trifle absurd, I can get a Caltech geneticist to back every word. So unless you really wish us to produce a race of fishes, we must guard our genes. We must guard our genes.
In every generation, there are some who save the nation with their selfless dedication, sacrifice, and industry. A few devoted souls must see that science really rolls, and we won't turn ourselves to trolls to keep the country rich and free. For the sake of the Republic, for the sake red commonweal, we will take the vows of science, grinding down our noses at the emery wheel. For the comfort of the nation, we will live in misery. And although we often rue it, we know someone has to do it for the sake of the Republic. Oh, they say we'll get well-rounded, but we only get well-hounded and exceedingly well-pounded by a fearsome faculty. They get us when we're plastic, and they drive us till we're spastic, till we vibrate like elastic at a drastic frequency. For the sake of the Republic, for the sake red commonweal, we will snake until we're shaken, twitching as we pitch in with a fervent zeal for the safety of the nation. We will stake our sanity. We're a band of young neurotics who will gladly be psychotics for the sake of the republic. In our modern monastery, we are not so very much impressed when people tell us what great geniuses we'll be. We see through all the chatter, and we know they only flatter just to sell us into servitude at noble CIT. For the sake of the republic, for the sake red commonweal, we will make the bakers happy, though we put the hex upon our sex appeal. For the safety of the nation, we will take our PhDs, and when we're the proud possessors, we'll become like our professors. For the sake of the republic.
Kinsey says the average male machine starts to go downhill at 17. Maybe this explains a little more why physicists are senile at the age of 24.
It's been established that no physicist of 40 can get ideas. They all are subject to alarming mental lapses, and they no longer have the snap in their synapses. And though they love to talk and lecture to their classes, they've no ideas. And when they clear at you so vaguely through their glasses, you often wish they had ideas too.
When on my hobby horse I reformulated force in a way that would astound you and divert you. When merely a bambino I discovered the neutrino and defined that sweet, sweet moment of inertia. But now I'm 23 and it's very plain to see I will soon be just as sterile as my tears. My fancy is defunct, all my theories are debunked. I haven't had creative thought for years.
Oh, what a tragedy, no physicist of 40 can get ideas. All their research is on the positron momentum, till they can hardly tell their mass from their momentum. And though their minds were feeding problems to computers, they've no ideas. And how they'd love to be back riding on their scooters. Then maybe they would have ideas too.
We're the board of trustees in this college of technology, a fact for which we give no explanation or apology. But when we say we're trustees, the term needs readjusting. It doesn't mean we're trusted. It means we're oh so trusting. We trust in the luck and skill of Dr. Gil McGann. We trust that his 50 million volts won't hit the fan. We trust that Dr. Brown won't take kids out to drown. Poison wells or fire shells to cut the population down. We trust that our tricky Zwicky won't shoot down the moon. We trust that Schmoggenschmidt will save us pretty soon. So you see we must be the world's most trusting trustees. We trust and trust and trust and trust. We trust that Caltech finance won't make us total wrecks. We trust that associates will send substantial checks. That Herbert H.G. Nash won't misinvest our cash. That bonds and stocks won't hit the rocks and bring the place down with a crash. We trust that the government won't take the grants away. We trust that the faculty won't scream for higher pay. Though we're rough and crusty, it's tough to be a trustee. We trust and trust and trust and trust. We trust that professors won't express excessive views. We trust not to read their private scandals in the news. We shudder when we meet a newsboy in the street. And if you think we're maladjusted, you should see the guys we've trusted. Just when our shattered nerves begin to convalesce, nonplussed, we receive another volley from the press. Still we're not disgusted, our trust is never busted. As gusty, lusty, rusty, crusties, trustees of Caltech, we trust.
There's one être chic et délicable, 15 size packed into each syllable. I am very happy that I found it, but I cannot get my tongue around it. I can say mon chéri, I can say mon petit, in such a poli façon. I can say enchanté, I can say ravié, but I can't seem to say façon. Though I try and try, je n'ai pas la technique, so I sigh and sigh. En effet, c'est tragique. I can say mon vieux, j'ai un fever affreux. C'est plus que je peux, pardon. There is much I can say en français fracturé, but I can't seem to say votre son. We can say mon bébé, you're a living poupée, a doll we could call our own. We can say oh la la, et le jazz comme cela, but we can't seem to say baton. Oh, we've tried and we've tried, with your flow magnifique, it's so lovely inside, but it comes out comique. We can't say mon bébé, nous sommes fous de folie, you're such a jolie garçon. Though you give us frissons, and we say c'est si bon,
Say Watson.
Watson, Watson.
It's so easy to do.
Watson, Watson.
I'll pronounce it for you. Don't close your bouche, a groan.
Say Watson.
Watson, Watson.
It's so easy to say.
Watson, Watson.
À la mode française.
Watson, Watson.
Fermez le nez et mot.
In pronoun, sing my name. Impossible. Your diction et your tone sont horribles. I can't say bon vivant and la plume de ma tante. I even say oui and non. I can't say toujours gay and la rue de la paix, but I can't seem to say Watson.
Every time that we start with your accent so thrilling, it seduces our heart, but then it loosens our feeling. We can't say we're finished. We could break down and breathe. Such tristesse we've never known. We can't say sacré bleu, but hélas, c'est mon Dieu. We can't seem to say Watson.
Once I saw a fellow in a day, and he was stumbling along and mumbling. When I stopped and asked him what was wrong, he sighed and sang this little song. He whimpered,
Jane, 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 don't turn your total charm on me, it's driving me insane. Jane, 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 my heart keeps beating, one refrain, it's Jane, Jane, Jane. Later on I saw the guy again, and he was quivering and sort of shivering. While I tried to keep him on his feet, he gave this plaintive little bleat, repeated, Jane, 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 Jane. You start a pounding in my ears, the doctors can't explain. Jane, 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 Jane. My heart keeps beating, one refrain is Jane, Jane, Jane. Now I notice fellows everywhere, they go round stuttering and weakly muttering. I don't even ask the reason why, for I can't stand to hear them cry. They're sobbing, Jane, 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 Jane. Although I know I ought to go, my feet seem to remain. Jane, 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 Jane. My heart keeps beating, one refrain is Jane, Jane, Jane.
Yesterday I saw the girl myself, and it was shattering. I took a battering, got a thump and lump down in my chest. Now I scream louder than the rest. I holler,
Jane, 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 Jane. Don't blink those wicked eyes at me, they soften up my brain. Jane, 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 Jane. My heart keeps beating, one refrain is Jane, Jane, Jane.
Caltech, where nothing much is sure. There's one fact most likely to endure. It's been proved by reams and reams of precedent. We hold these truths axiomatic, incontrovertible, intuitively obvious, and self-evident. Ding, 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 ding. You gotta be strong and earnest, constant, courageous, and keen. You gotta be strong and earnest if you want to be a Caltech dean. And
And if you're also optimistic and a trifle masochistic, if you're not realistic, you can save the day. And if you think our talk is phony, you can get the word from phony. Even Eaton is repeating what we say. You gotta be strong and earnest. Soulful, not doleful or mean. You gotta be strong and earnest, 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 if you want to be a Caltech dean. Dean, 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 dean.
One must be firm and fearless, sharper than sharp and George Green. One must be firm and fearless if he wants to be a Caltech dean.
And if he's bolder than Dick Tracy, he can get along like Lacey. Though his colleague him crazy, he will never yelp.
If he's immune to sticks and stones, he'll learn to stand his ground like Jones, and he will never squall nor bawl nor holler. One must be firm and fearless, brave as those heroes we've seen. One must be E-A-R-N-E-S-T if one wants to be a Caltech dean.
E-A-R-N-E-S-T. You gotta be strong and earnest, ghoulishly cool and serene. You gotta be strong and earnest, 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 if you want to be a Caltech dean. And if you're also fast and shifty, if your footwork's neat and nifty, if you're swift and swifty, you'll be here to say. But if you want to get insurance, you must demonstrate endurance. That's why Foster can be tossed around all day. You gotta be strong and earnest. Surely you see what we mean. You gotta be E-A-R-N, earnest, 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 if you want to be a Caltech, want to be a Caltech, want to be a Caltech dean.
Once I twitched 1,000 times a day, full of fears, delusions, and dismay. Then they gave me tranquilizing pills, guaranteed to cure all neural ills, and now I'm tranquil, tranquil. Nothing bothers me, I'm tranquil. Comes a lug, lays another bill down, I just shrug, take another Milltown. Tranquil, tranquil, full of peace and equanil. I'm immune to fuss and flurry, I've forgotten how to worry with my Tranquil pills. Yesterday they pulled me from a wreck. Half my axle wound around my neck. When the doctor asked me, "Are you dead?" I just sighed and tried to shake my head and said, "I'm tranquil, tranquil. Nothing bothers me, I'm tranquil." Backbone cracks, ambulances shrill down, I relax, take another Milltown. Tranquil, tranquil, full of peace and equanil. I can hear my pelvis shatter, but it really doesn't matter with my Tranquil pills. Lovely thing was clinging to my chest, melting all the buttons off my vest. She said, "Darling, listen to my plans." I just smiled and disengaged her hands and said, "I'm tranquil, tranquil. Nothing bothers me, I'm tranquil." comes a blonde, shaken in a thrill gown. I just yawn. Take another Milltown tranquil, tranquil, full of peace and equanil. I'm a lover in my fashion, but you can't expect much passion with my tranquil pills.